What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. Hope's heartbreaking move and Carter's instant marriage. According to the spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton wants to move things along quickly. Hope Logan accepted the man's proposal already. However, with Liam Spencer doing a 180, could the groom be left heartbroken at the altar? Continue reading, and let's discuss the possibilities. The proposal of Carter Walton. Carter made the marriage proposal a few months ago. Daphne Rose was devastated, but Hope accepted. Naturally, she gave Carter another chance only because Liam advised her to. Liam wanted to make sure that Hope and Beth Spencer were taken care of because he thought he was dying. Nobody is really sure if Hope wanted to marry Carter, though. Liam Spencer's regret. Things have changed now that everyone is aware that Liam is not actually going to die. During the week of August 25th, Liam opens up to Bill Spencer. He won't want Liam to miss out on Hope because he already has regrets over Katie Logan's death. The Spencer patriarch encourages Liam to reunite his family. We are aware that Liam makes an emotional plea to Hope early in the week. She does not, however, break up with Carter. He intends to elope by the end of the week. Elopement or a deal? According to the Bold and the Beautiful, Hope may not agree to elope with Carter. However, she could suggest that they set a quick wedding date, but only so her family can be there. Hope might reason that since Deacon Sharp missed out on other significant life events, she would want her father to be at her next wedding. Of course, Hope's excuse might be just that, an excuse. Dumping of Hope Logan's altar. Hope has already been accused of leading men astray and breaking many hearts. Therefore, Hope may not wish to be that girl. Hope has to follow her heart at the same time. Despite the fact that Liam is now in better health, it appears that she has remained by his side. So, could the bride suddenly change her mind when Carter and Hope go up there in front of their loved ones? Although it would be heartbreaking, Carter has previously left women at the altar. So, it appears that the COO is suffering from soap karma. However, will Hope really return to Liam if she dumps Carter at the altar? Their supporters are opposed to them getting another shot. Why can't they all find someone new? Does Hope need Liam's return? The audience of Bold and the Beautiful debated whether Hope would bring Liam back. When it comes to the Bold and the Beautiful, Liam doesn't hold back. Hope has been asked to reconcile their family by him. In addition, he took it upon himself to kiss her, despite her being engaged to Carter. But does she desire his return? This caused a heavy debate online. What does Hope want? We are aware of what Liam desires, and that is Hope. After realizing his health scare was a scheme, he doesn't want to waste another moment of his life. In fact, Liam takes responsibility for causing Hope so much pain. For decades, he alternated between her and Steffi. He is changing his evasive ways now. Hope was asked by Liam to reunite their family. On one soap opera message board, BNB followers believe that Liam is tired of being alone. According to the original poster, Hope only desired him when he desired Steffi. Did Liam experience a revelation? This turned into a heavy debate. One supporter argued that Liam had a revelation in recent months. He doesn't want to waste a minute trying to be nice and appease everyone. It's about time that he realized what he wants. That person wrote. Is it just Liam who is feeling this way? Hope has been enjoying all of her time with him lately. They've been getting along well thanks to his non-waffling ways. But that doesn't mean Hope is going to be there with open arms. She fantasized about Thomas, who rocked her world when they were together, as many fans remembered. She is currently engaged to Carter, but she is not rushing into marriage. She has instead primarily been focused on Liam. She may alter her mind in the coming weeks, according to some viewers. With Thomas's return, anything can happen. Someone else predicted, I totally believe that Hope and Thomas will be drawn to each other again. Once Thomas is back, Liam's distrust and suspicion about Hope being anywhere near Thomas will cause big-time trouble if Lope does try to reunite. Hope Logan's recent romantic predicament appears to possess the elements of a soap opera tragedy that fans of the Bold and the Beautiful have come to anticipate, complete with grand gestures, hasty marriages, shattered hearts, and unexpected interruptions at the altar. As the CBS spoilers suggest, Carter Walton's choice to expedite his wedding plans following Hope's tentative acceptance may clash dramatically with Liam Spencer's sudden change of heart, resulting in a situation where Hope's sorrow is inevitable and Carter risks once again becoming the spurned groom in a narrative that seems to be his enduring destiny. The entire scenario is imbued with layers of regret, duty, passion, and unexpressed longing. When one takes a step back to examine how this situation unfolded, the tale resembles a cautionary narrative about hastily making decisions during emotional turmoil. Just a few months prior, Carter, still recovering from the collapse of his relationship with Daphne Rose and wounded by numerous broken promises, concluded that Hope was the woman capable of mending his heart. Although Hope initially wavered, caught between her allegiance to Liam and her fragile independence, she ultimately agreed, not necessarily because Carter was her true love, but because Liam, convinced he was facing death, urged her to proceed with Carter to secure stability for herself and Beth Spencer. This was a selfless yet misguided gesture on Liam's part, but it established a precarious foundation for Hope's engagement. Since her acceptance was founded on compassion and a wish to comfort Liam rather than a fervent passion for Carter, the fissures in this engagement grew wider over time. Particularly as Liam's remarkable recovery altered his perspective. No longer resigned to his perceived destiny, Liam began to envision his future with clarity, and it was Hope, the mother of his child, the woman he had hesitated over for years yet always returned to. In a heartfelt discussion with his father, Bill Spencer, Liam confessed his greatest regret, allowing Hope to slip away. Bill, burdened by his own loss of Katie Logan, promptly encouraged his son to seize the opportunity and reclaim his family, reminding him that chances at love are rare. Consequently, Liam resolved to fight, to plead, and to beg if necessary, for Hope's affection, igniting a series of events that now intersect with Carter's frantic plan to elope. Carter, sensing Hope's uncertainty and fearing the cruel repetition of history, concluded that haste was his only salvation. He reasoned that if he and Hope were quickly bound together, before doubts and past flames could disrupt, perhaps this time he would finally secure his everlasting bride. However, soap opera fate seldom rewards such desperation. Although Hope did not outright reject Carter's proposal, she cleverly altered the plan by suggesting a swift yet family-inclusive wedding, asserting her desire for her father, Deacon Sharp, to be present, given how frequently he missed significant moments in her life. Yet beneath this reasoning lay a subtle stalling tactic, an excuse veiled in sentiment, as Hope perhaps unconsciously sought to buy herself more time to navigate her own tumultuous emotions. For years, Carter's narrative has been equally tragic, as he has become a man seemingly cursed by the altar left waiting by Quinn Fuller, losing Zoe Buckingham, watching Paris Buckingham slip away, and now confronting the possibility of being forsaken by Hope just as they are about to pledge forever. It is the harshest of soap opera's karmas, as Carter, despite his noble heart and romantic commitment, appears destined to be the man women love temporarily before returning to someone else, and this wedding may be no exception. If Hope hesitates at the altar, the humiliation for Carter will be unbearable. The pressing question remains, will Hope proceed with the marriage, sacrificing her opportunity for rekindled love with Liam for the security of Carter's devotion, or will she heed her heart, halt the ceremony in a dramatic manner, and return to Liam even if it means reopening old wounds and frustrating fans who are weary of her indecision? Complicating matters further is the looming presence of Thomas Forrester, for his absence has not diminished the chemistry he shared with Hope, and should he return, Liam's jealousy and distrust would reignite, rendering any Hope-Liam reunion tenuous at best. As one fan speculated on message boards, Hope may change her mind not because of Liam or Carter but due to her persistent attraction to Thomas, which would transform the entire triangle into a quadrangle of passion and suspicion. The reality, however, is that Hope's heart has been adrift, and despite the claims that she is capricious or a heartbreaker, her turmoil is deeply rooted in years of suffering and affection. She recognizes that Carter is stable, kind, and passionate, yet Liam symbolizes unresolved matters. Even as she dons Carter's ring, she feels the magnetic pull of her past with Liam, particularly now that he is openly vying for her, kissing her fervently despite her engagement, and pledging to overcome his chronic indecision. This situation divides the audience, as some longtime BNB fans believe Liam's assertions are sincere, the culmination of a man who nearly lost everything and finally comprehends what he desires. In contrast, others contend that Liam's pursuit stems from a fear of solitude, a recurring pattern where he only seeks Hope when she appears out of reach. This debate also reflects Hope's internal conflict, as she must ascertain whether Liam's entreaty signifies genuine transformation or merely another cycle of the same heartbreak she has faced. If that is the case, Carter may once again find himself on the periphery, with Hope labeled a heartbreaker and Liam seething at the prospect of losing her to the man he loathes most. All of this converges into one probable climax: the wedding day itself, where Hope, standing before her loved ones, adorned in her gown and holding Carter's hands, may be compelled to make the impossible choice to proceed with vows she is uncertain about, or to break Carter's heart publicly and heed Liam's request for the future of their family. And while the outcome will be tragic regardless of the decision made, soap opera history leans towards the latter, as drama flourishes in despair, and Carter's narrative seemingly necessitates another devastating betrayal. However, even if Hope chooses to return to Liam, can it genuinely lead to a happily ever after? Or will her lingering feelings for Thomas, combined with Liam's tendency to vacillate, lead to their downfall once more? For ultimately, The Bold and the Beautiful is not centered on flawless conclusions but rather on the cycles of love, betrayal, regret, and redemption, and Hope's heart-rending decision, alongside Carter's immediate aspirations for marriage, paves the way for one of the most emotionally charged story arcs of the year, a plot that fans will analyze, discuss, and revisit long after the credits have rolled, as it encapsulates the very reason this soap has persisted for decades. Love may serve as the motivating force, yet heartbreak is perpetually lurking at the altar.